Today's class is we're going to get into a couple new poses, and I like to have music going when I do yoga too. So if it gets too loud, you may want to move over here, but it's not. We're not going to have it too loud. Just a soft background. When we get into positions today, we're going to be talking about postural things, like how do we set our body in certain positions. For example, when our hands are in contact with the ground, we call that a closed chain connection. And we do certain things with our shoulder blades, our scapula, when we're in a closed chain connection. We do the opposite when we're in an open chain connection. When we're going to go to a half kneeling lunge several times today. When we do that, we're going to talk about squaring up the pelvis, but also more importantly, how to isolate the glute, or activate the glute and stabilize that posture. So as always, we have regressions. If you need a break, you can always go to a seated position, or you can go to your child's pose. If you have questions, just kind of put a hand up. Brandon's going to be keeping an eye out as well as going through the practice today to help with any positioning or anything like that. So with that said, if you want to come to a seated position, you can use a block to elevate your hips. That'll be a little bit easier in that seated cross-leg position. Get started, we just close our eyes and start to find our breath. If you like to work on that, you can place a hand on your belly, place a hand on your mid-chest. As we breathe in, we want to fill the belly to its fullest. Mid-chest should rise second. In through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Take a quick scan from toe to head real quick. Find those things that are bothering you today. The tensions that you have from toe to head. And as you take your breath, you can breathe into those tensions. Pay attention to the sounds in the room. And be present within yourself. Opening your eyes, we're going to take both of our hands, reach them out to our sides. Walk your fingertips out a little bit. And we'll just take our chin to our chest. And we'll roll to the left side. Just feel that stretch down the side of your neck into your shoulders. Breathe in. As we exhale, let that chin just roll down back to your chest. And we'll take your head to your right shoulder. Don't force a stretch, just reach a little bit and allow gravity with your head to work through that stretch. Breathe in. As we exhale, we'll roll back to the left side. These are important because in life today we know that everybody's pretty stressed, society, world, things going on, injuries. And our nervous system, these are our fight or flight muscles, our shrugging muscles. These are the things that cause those tensions in our head or our shoulders and neck. Breathe in. As we exhale, we'll just roll back to the right side again. And one more time, breathe in, roll down, going to the left side. We'll breathe in through the nose. As we exhale, roll one more time to that right side. We'll breathe in. Exhale, roll the chin back to the center of the chest. You can bring your head up, arms are still on the sides. We'll take one nice exhalation in, or breath in, and out. Breathe in, arms up. As we exhale, right arm's going to left knee, left hand is going behind your left glute. We're just going to work on a little twist. Don't force it. Use your core muscles to create that rotation. Always staying in your breath. Inhale, arms up, rotate back to center. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Right hand behind your right glute. Nice breath in, through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Go ahead and come out of that. We're going to go to a standing position. You can be at the top of your mat. Find yourself in mountain pose. Shoulders are going to be down and back. So when I talk about that, think about your shoulder blades. A little squeeze, but try to force those shoulder blades. Pull them down into your back pockets. Hands are going to be palms forward, fingers splayed, meaning wide and active. In this position too, we also can have a tendency to let those ribs rise up. So that's an extension through your spine. Try to pull those ribs down. Activate that core, just a little bit of a squeeze. Let's take a breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, arms back down to mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down to forward fold. Hands to knees. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. As we exhale, hands to the floor, we're going to step back into high plank. You can go to your knees or you can stay on your toes. This is our first position where we want to think about scapular positioning. So we should be pressing our torso away from the floor and think about those shoulder blades sinking down into your back pockets. Inhale, lower your chest to the floor. Exhale, we'll go into your version of Cobra. Breathe in, flip your toes. We will inhale. Exhale to down dog. walk our toes back to our hands. Find yourself in forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, back to mountain pose. Find your breath. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, hands and knees, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to high plank. Inhale, lower your body to the floor. Breath in. Exhale, do your version of cobra. Flipping the toes, breath in. Exhale to down dog. Once again, in this down dog position, this is an opportunity to press those hands through the floor, pushing your body away from it. As we breathe in, step both knees forward. We're going to come to tabletop position. Find your breath. Through some cat-cows at this point. As we breathe in, we will lower our bellies to the ground. Breath in. For cow. Exhale to cat. Breath in to cow. Once again, keep those arms active. We're pushing through the floor. Exhale to cat. Breath into cow. Exhale to cat. 2 more times. Breath into cow. Exhale to cat. Breath into cow. Exhale to cat. As we take our next breath in, we're going to exhale to a neutral spine position. So find the medium point for you between cat and cow. That will be a neutral, stable spine. This will be a new pose we're going to introduce. We are going to take our knees to the side of the mat. It's similar to child's pose. Although we don't keep our toes together, our toes will also go to the sides of the mat. Hands are on your shoulders, and as we breathe in, we are going to exhale into frog pose and sit back. And just find your breath here. Good stretch for your hip flexors, your adduction muscles. Breathe in, come forward. Exhale, back to frog pose. Breathe in, come forward. We'll call this a modified tabletop. Exhale, back to frog pose. This time, let's take one breath in here. As we exhale, just let those hips sink back ever so gently. Don't force this. Let gravity do its thing. One more time through. Breath in, come to modified tabletop. Exhale, sink back to frog pose. Breath in. Exhale, let it sink just a little bit more. As we breathe in, come back to standard tabletop. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Let's find our breath here in this position. Breathe in. And exhale. Let's take a breath in. As we exhale, we will step back to high plank. And exhale, high plank. Remember to think about your shoulder blades as we stay in high plank. High plank is an active move. This is total body tension. We want to activate the glutes with high plank as well. Pull those ribs down, a little core activation. We're a solid board from shoulders to heels. Breath in. Exhale, lower down to the ground. Breath in. Exhale to cobra, your version. Breath in, flip the toes. Exhale to down dog. Just as in high plank, with down dog, we can actively press our torsos away from the floor. This is a safe position for the shoulders. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, we will walk our toes back up to our hands. Find ourselves in forward fold. Breath in, reverse swan dive. Exhale to mountain pose. Eyes closed. Find your breath. Let's take a scan from toe to head. Pay attention to those tensions, those stressors that you're feeling. Is it daily? Is it new? Is it old? Breathe in. And breath out. Eyes closed, stay in your breath. Exhale. Next breath in, arms up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Breathe in, hands and knees for halfway lift, nice straight back. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to high plank. Stay active in those arms and shoulders, pushing that body away from the floor. Find your breath. To modify this, you can go to your knees. Breath in. Exhale to tabletop. Find your breath. With all the uncontrollables that we go through life every day, The one thing we can always control is our breath. That is ours. Nobody gets to take that away from us. Nobody else controls it. How you manage that is up to you. Breathe in. We're going to bring the big toes together. Knees to the sides of the mats. Exhale into child's pose. Using your block. If you can't rest your head on the floor, you can use your block to support your head. We don't want to leave the head supported up in the air. Find your breath, breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. As we exhale, come back to tabletop position. Consider your positioning, knees below hips, hands below shoulders. Be active in those arms. We're pushing our torso away from the floor. Thinking about drawing those shoulder blades to our back pockets. Take your mind off the sounds on the street, the cars driving past. Focus on your breath. Let's take a breath in. We will exhale to high plank position. Breathe in here. Exhale, lower to the floor. Breath in. As we exhale, we will come to your version of cobra. Breath in. Flip the toes. Exhale to down dog. Find your breath. Breath in. As we exhale, walk your feet to your hands for a forward fold. Breathe in, reverse swan dive up. Exhale to mountain pose, eyes closed. Take a breath. Pay attention, toe to head. What do I notice? What's the one thing that controls me? The pain, tension. Breathe into that. Exhale. This will be a little different variation. Continue to breathe. Breath in, sorry for the text. As we exhale, we're going to step back with the left foot and find ourselves in a half kneeling lunge. So right knee forward, left foot back. When we're in this position, pay attention to your alignment. Heel should be under knee. Knee should be under hip. If it's painful on your knee, sometimes when you flip your foot back, that'll change the position of your patella and hopefully take a little bit of pressure off your knee in that position. Hands to the side, let's find our breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, press the arms forward. As we exhale, we're going to take this right hand and take it behind us and open our chest to our right side. Exhale. Your eyeballs can follow your hand. To increase your stability here, get a little bit of a glute squeeze. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. As we exhale, let's bring those hands back together. Breath in, hands back to heart center. Breath in, hands overhead. In this position here, this is considered an open chain connection. We are reaching for the sky. We're not concerned about those shoulder blades staying down. Reach for the sky. Breath in. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Breath in, hands forward in front of us. Exhale, right arm behind us. Track that hand with your eyeballs. Do not force this. Use your core muscles to help you rotate through your thoracic spine to find that range of motion. Breathe out, exhale, hands back to in front of you. Breath in, hands to heart center. Exhale, hands overhead. Breath in, we're reaching for the sky. Exhale, arms down, reverse swan dive. Place those hands beside your foot. Breath in. Exhale, we're going to step back to high plank. Back to that closed chain. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your body to the floor. Breathing into your version of cobra. Exhale, flip the toes to downward dog. Find your breath. Breath in. And as we exhale, we walk the feet back to the hands for forward fold. Breath in, reverse swan dive. Exhale to mountain pose. Eyes closed. Once again, pay attention, toe to head. Find your breath. Breath in. As we we exhale, we're going to step back with the right foot to a half kneeling lunge. Left leg will be forward. Exhale, step. Take a second to check your alignment. Look at that knee, make sure that knee is directly in front of that hip and that second toe is directly in front of that knee. We're active in that right glute. Don't slouch out to the side, stay strong in that glute. Breath in, reverse swan dive with the hands. Exhale to heart center. Breath in, press the hands forward. Exhale, eyeballs are on the left hand. We're going to take that left hand to behind us. As we're in this position, think about keeping that glute active. We don't want that rotation to come from our pelvis or our lower back. This is a thoracic spine rotation. Using our abdominal or our core muscles to create that rotation. Breathe in. Exhale, bring that left hand back to front. Breath in, hands to heart center. Exhale, press those hands to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Think about our movement with our breath. Try not to change your breath to capture our movement. So however we move from one flow to the next, try to make that movement last throughout your breath. So work to breathe normally at a normal rate and think about that movement as you go through that flow. Breath in. Exhale, hands to the front. Breath in. Exhale, left hand behind. Eyeballs on that left hand. Breathe in. Exhale, swing that left hand back together to the front. Breath in, hands to heart center. Exhale, hands overhead. Reach for the sky. Strong in the glute. Use your core. Tighten that core to stay strong and stable. Breath in. Exhale, swan dive, hands to the floor. Breath in. Exhale, stepping back to high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lowering our bodies to the floor. Take a breath in. As we exhale, come to your version of Cobra. Breath in. And exhale to down dog. Control your breath. Exhale, walking the feet forward to your hands for forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to mountain pose. Let's close our eyes. Let's find our breath. Let's check from toe to head. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale to mountain pose. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Hands to knees, breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back to high plank. Take a breath in. Exhale to tabletop position. Similar to a cat-cow, we're going to go through a shoulder mobility. As we take a breath in, we will let those shoulder blades come together. We won't alter the spine. We'll keep a neutral spine from neck to low back. And we're simply going to drop in our shoulders. This will be retraction. As we exhale, we will press our bodies away from the floor to protraction. So come together, find a neutral spine. Breathe in for retraction. Just allow those shoulder blades to come together, but don't alter that spine. Exhale, press everything away from the floor. Breathe in. Retraction. Exhale, pressing away from the floor to protraction. So we go through this range of motion. We don't want to alter the elbows. Try to keep the elbows straight, not locked, but straight. Breath in for retraction. We're letting our chest sink to the floor, but keeping a straight back. Exhale, pressing away from the floor. One more time, breath in. Exhale, pressing away from the floor. Come to normal breathing, back to a normal tabletop position. To the side of the mat, toes together. We're going to sit back for child's pose. Find your breath here. We could take our scan from this position, toes to head. Find those things that are tight and breathe into that. As we continue to breathe, we can also think about that one thing that is most troublesome in our minds right now. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, we just let that go. We let that tension out of our bodies just for this moment. exhale, we're going to come back to tabletop position. Breath in. Exhale, stepping back to high plank. Breathe in. Exhale, let's lower down. Chest to floor. Breath in. And we will exhale to our version of Cobra. Breathe in. Exhale, flip the feet, down dog. Lower body, don't force anything, don't force any stretching, just let gravity do what it's going to do. With our upper bodies, we are active with those hands, pushing our shoulders, our torso away from the floor. Breathe in. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we will walk our feet forward to our hands for forward fold. Breathe in, reverse swan dive, hands up. Exhale to mountain pose, eyes closed. Find your breath. Breathe in, arms up. As we exhale from this position, either leg can go back. We're going to lunge backwards to a half kneeling lunge. Doesn't matter which leg we use. Pay attention to your positioning. That front foot is below the knee. That back knee is below the hip. Rotate that pelvis posterior or forward by just squeezing that glute on the down knee just a little bit. Breath in. Exhale, reverse swan dive the arms. From here, we're just going to go to a seated position, so find your block. If you need to sit on your block, elevate your hips. We're going to take this through a little breathing exercise. We've done this before. Box breathing. We're going to go on a 4 count. The first time, 2 times through, I will give the count. The last 4 times through, I will just tell you to breathe in and breathe out or hold. So box breathing is, we will inhale for a 4 count. We will hold for a 4 count. We will exhale for a 4 count, and then we will hold one more time for a 4 count. We're going to continue that pattern today for 6 rounds of box breathing. From there, we will go to our dead man's pose into our Shavasana and close this flow out at that point. During the Shavasana, we're going to go through a little evaluation at the same time, and I'll talk you through that as we do it. And that'll be kind of a meditation period as well to close this session out. So, place your hands on your knees, palms up, palms down, whatever's comfortable for you. We're strong in that core, we're neutral in that spine, we're trying to take the crown of our head to the sky. And let's get one good breath in and an exhale, and then we will start with our box breathing. Breathe in. Exhale. And in for 4, 3, 2, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. 2 more times. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Normal breathing. Let's take